This is the bridge of the Israeli Navy ship, the Sufa, which means storm in Hebrew. It's been patrolling the seas off the coast of Gaza the last few days. It's now back here in port in Haifa being restocked and refueled. Its main purpose is to provide cover for the IDF forces who are on the beach. So it's stationed a little way off the coast, about a mile or two off the coast. So as we've been told, it is a target for terrorists who are on the beach, and as such it does have defence systems. It has anti-ship missiles and also surface-to-air missiles, and obviously it's equipped with machine guns as well. Since October the 7th, this particular ship has been at sea several weeks. It's been on quite a few missions, we understand. We've been given permission to film the equipment that you can see here on the bridge. Anything that is visible has obviously been declassified, but obviously there is some equipment that has been covered up, which we are obviously not being told about. What is quite interesting is the field of vision is actually quite small here when you're on board this ship. It's 16.5 inches by maybe the same window, giving it access, giving a view onto the sea.
In Gaza, the Israeli Navy has been deployed to provide cover from the sea for soldiers securing the port and the area around Gaza City. This has been the primary role for 8 missile boats such as the one we are on now. Other ships deployed include the latest SAR-6 corvettes.
So now we're at the heart of the Sufa, INS Sufa here. You can see it's the ammunition room. We've been shown these shells here, the 76mm, that are taken from here up to the guns that are on the deck that you might have seen earlier. We understand that these are obviously defensive shells, therefore use against enemy vessels, enemy aircraft, but also for keeping cover for soldiers on the beach. They're used to attack enemy positions that are on the beach from the sea. This is one of the 76mm shells that we were talking about earlier. It weighs quite a bit actually. So the guys who are handling these things, they have a bench press in the back here to keep fit, and I think they will have to bench press a few pounds to ship these around. They are incredibly heavy. Well, you can imagine the sort of damage this sort of thing would do.
My name is Elrom. I'm 24 years old. I'm captain in the Israeli Navy. I'm proud to be an officer in the Israeli Navy. The Israeli Navy is taking huge part in the effort of Israeli Defense Forces to protect Israel in general, and especially since Hamas started these horrible things they're doing on the Black Day of October 7th. The Israeli Navy, our duty and our mission is to save the Israeli people and to make sure they can live freely and safely in their own country, protecting the naval routes, protecting the gas rigs, and protecting the maritime border. And unfortunately, this scenario has come into reality on the Black Day of October 7th, when Hamas tried to get into Israel by air, by land, and by water, by the sea. They tried to get into Israel with speedboats, swimmers, and divers, and they had just one goal: to kill as many Israelis, as many Jews as they can. The Israeli Defense Forces are working collaboration with air forces and other units and other corps. Our job is, I want to divide it to 2 parts. The first part is to protect Israel, protect the gas rigs, protect the naval routes, protect the people of Israel, and making sure that no one can get into Israel by water. The other part of the war, unfortunately, is also to attack those terrorists who want to kill us. This type of battleship, called Nirit, are taking part in the offensive part, also with this cannon, which shoot many times against terror buildings. And we're taking down Hamas government as much as we can, and as much as we need.
So when you were in Gaza a few days ago, what did you see? What can you tell us what you saw from the sea? You didn't go onto the land, I take it. You were at sea. What could you see from where you were?
Land corps in there, which we help them and protect them, and making sure that they're not walking into terrorist buildings. We can see it from the sea. We saw many air forces are there. We're talking with, and we're working in full cooperation and collaboration. And we saw the buildings that we had to destroy because Hamas used them and took from them missiles to Israel and managed the war against us from there.
And I know it's a silly question because I imagine you must, any soldier, any military person, were you scared?
No, it's complicated because this is my place. We have just one place to be in, Israel. If I won't do it, who will do it? This is my place, and there are people, organization, if I call it like that want to take us down. We don't have anywhere else to go to. This is our country, this is our land. We want just to live freely and safely in my own country, in our own country. And there are people who want to kill us just because we're Jews who live in their own country. It's a complicated situation because my friends are in Gaza by air, by sea, by land. I lost a good friend of mine. He used to be my soldier. We had really good and deep connection. He just finished his army service 6 months ago and went to celebrate his life, to celebrate freedom after a long army service. He went to the party in
Manova Festival.
Correct. He lost his life there because of Hamas. They took his life, they murdered him. Yeah, it's really sad.
How old was he?
22.
A fighting force of 10,000 is backed up with another 10,000 reservists, and the Israeli Navy has more than 65 vessels in its fleet, including 5 submarines. A month after the October 7 attacks, the Israeli Defense Forces announced the Navy had played a key role in securing Gaza port. Hamas had controlled the area and used tunnels that led to the sea as access routes to launch previous attacks. Officials said the harbour was also used as a training facility for Hamas naval commandos, with the IDF claiming they used the civilian facilities there as cover. Sea infiltrations were a key part of the October 7 attacks, and although not widely known, an assault was made at Zikim Beach via the tunnels through Gaza into the sea, where several people were killed. The Navy's primary role is guarding Israel's Mediterranean waters, patrolling the stretch of sea between Lebanon in the north and Gaza in the south, keeping the shipping lanes open and protecting the large gas fields off the coast are key functions of the Navy. While in recent weeks, ships have also been sent to the Red Sea after Iran-backed Houthi rebels in the Yemen used drones and missiles to attack Eilat in southern Israel. Attention may be focused on the land battle in Gaza, but it's quite clear the Israeli Navy also has a key part to play in the war on Hamas.